Good afternoon and welcome everyone. I am Michael Corrigan, President of Visit Jacksonville. We've already had some exciting sports news today with the press release that the mayor will present an agreement on the stadium next Tuesday, May 14th at the beginning of the City Council meeting. So we're all looking forward to that. But today we've gathered here for two other major sports announcements that we want to share with the media and with the Jacksonville residents. But before we make these announcements, I would like to introduce our special guests up here in the front. First, our Jacksonville Mayor, the Honorable Donna Deegan. Next to her is City Council President, the Honorable Ron Salem. And finally, a new special guest in our community, the Atlantic Sun Conference Commissioner, Mr. Jeff Bacon. In addition to the special guests we have up here, there are a number of sports leaders, as well as higher education administrators and athletic directors. A special welcome to President Koss from Jacksonville University, President Lamam from the University of North Florida, and Edward Waters, Athletic Director, Dr. Ivana Rich, for joining us today. Thank you. Over the years, there's been multiple efforts to elevate sports in Jacksonville, including hosting the NCAA basketball tournaments, major track and field competitions, numerous surfing events, figure skating championships, curling matches, and baton twirling, but nothing that engaged the entire community that had a long-lasting impact. It was just a big event that came and left. I'm here today, and I'm proud to announce that this is changing. With the launch of the Jacksonville Sports Commission, which you see the logo here to my left, which will be a 501c3 nonprofit organization that will catalyze economic development through sports, will enhance our community's well-being, will showcase Jacksonville as a premier sports destination and as Florida's championship city. It'll foster inclusivity and diversity, and we will collaborate with stakeholders, some of which you will hear from today. So what does all that mean to you? Well, the work's already begun, and we continue as we strive to host high-quality sports events highlighting Jacksonville's unique culture, facilities, and hospitality. We will be bringing major and minor sporting events throughout our city, from the newly renovated J.P. Small Ball Field to Everbank Stadium. By attracting athletes and spectators from around the world, we aim to elevate Jacksonville as Florida's championship city. Special thanks to the inaugural board members of the foundation that have been working behind the scenes to help us reach this milestone today. First is Debbie Buckland from the Pinnacle Financial Group, Kevin Hyde from Foley and Laudner, Mike Muldoon, who's a retired partner with PwC and just became the COO of Ponce de Leon Health, and Mark Bennett from Bank of America. Together with me, we've been working nonstop to get to today's announcement. This group has a proven track record of success in our community, and we have no doubt that we can be successful in this endeavor. In short, the foundation will work to bring everything from archery to Zumba to Jacksonville. Working in partnership with Visit Jacksonville, the City Sports and Entertainment Department, the Parks Department, and entities all across our city. So far this year, we've already been on 14 NCAA Division I and Division II championships. And yes, we bid on Division I men's basketball and are waiting to hear the results of that. We've also bid on USA Gymnastic competitions, and various college collegiate conference championships. And we're just getting started today. You may have seen the media coverage earlier this year with the $1.5 million Tourist Development Council dollars from the bed tax collected to be invested in sports tourism. There are several TDC members here that unanimously supported that, and I thank you for that support. The Jacksonville Sports Foundation is much bigger than just one significant investment. It is an opportunity for corporate entities, philanthropic organizations, nonprofits, athletic associations, and individual citizens across our city to come together to support the future of sports in Jacksonville through passion, collaboration, and innovation. One of those collaborators is with us today. It's the Atlantic Sun Conference, with which both Jacksonville University and University of North Florida are a member of. I'd like to invite Atlantic Sun Conference Commissioner Jeff Bacon to come up and make a major announcement about his conference. Jeff?
Well, good afternoon. What an exciting day, and what a proud day for me to be a part of. Congratulations to all of you here celebrating the accomplishments of the Sports Foundation's launch, and we're really excited to help be fuel to your fire of what you've got going on here in the city of Jacksonville. What I'm here to announce today is that we will be relocating our conference headquarters to the city of Jacksonville this coming summer, 2024. This wasn't in my script, but the event today, the turnout today, the announcement, the celebration that we're all here to take part in is really a great affirmation that we made an outstanding choice to bring our conference to your city. So thank you for that. I'd like to thank Michael, Ron, Mayor Deegan for your support, our presidents here in attendance, Dr. LeMayam, Tim Cost, our athletic directors from Jacksonville, Austin P., North Florida, Alex, Gerald, Nick, thank you for being here and for your support as we come into your community. We appreciate that very much. I'd also like to thank our board members that aren't able to be here. You know, we're comprised of 12 fantastic institutions with a lot of leadership, great presidents that couldn't be here today, including our board chair, Susan Donovan. So I'd like to thank them for their support in our relocation efforts and coming here today. You know, I'd like to talk a little bit about why we're here. Certainly wanted to announce our move in conjunction with this celebration today. One, to show our commitment to being great partners to the Sports Foundation and to the community. And two, to celebrate the fact that we will become the first and only NCAA Division I conference headquartered in the state of Florida. Too great a state to not have one of us here. So we're excited about that. When we embarked on this effort to relocate, we looked at a lot of options. And we really landed on Jacksonville for a handful of reasons. One of which you all are intimately familiar with, which is just how great this community is. The growth of this city, the beaches, the weather aren't too bad. The schools are fantastic. It's a great place to raise a family. But as an organization, it also allows us an opportunity to engage with our membership at a really elite level, thanks to the fact that we have two wonderful partners located here in the city. It also allows me to host our membership in a destination market, just like this one we're in here today. In fact, this coming spring, we will host our annual spring meetings and our Hall of Fame Awards banquet over at One Ocean Resort and Spa. So we're really looking forward to that opportunity as well. We think Jacksonville will bring a lot to us. We hope we bring a lot back to the city as well. By being one of only 32 NCAA Division I conferences, we have a unique opportunity to reach basically 362 other Division I institutions, which are comprised of 200,000 student athletes representing all 50 states in the United States. And it was just mentioned by Michael a moment ago, NCAA Division I sponsors 26 championships. That's 26 opportunities for us to bring economic impact into Duval County and to the city of Jacksonville. And we pledge today to be a partner in that effort as we move forward. We're very excited. The Atlantic Sun also has a real reach of our own. You know, I don't know how familiar we all are with our membership, but we've got 12 outstanding institutions spread across 7 of the most popular states in the southeast part of the United States. We represent major media markets like Atlanta, Nashville, Charlotte, Orlando, Louisville, and of course Jacksonville. And that allows me the opportunity to reach 20 million households and tell the stories of all of my member institutions, including the stories of Jacksonville and North Florida, to an incredibly wide audience. It's an opportunity for us to help tell the story of Jacksonville and the things that are going on in this community as well. So I'm excited about the opportunities that we bring on the NCAA side and the Atlantic Sun side to tell those stories. We also sponsor 23 championships in the Atlantic Sun, and all of those championships need a home as well. So the opportunity to perhaps bring many of those to this region, many of which have already been hosted by Jacksonville, by North Florida in the past. In fact, we just celebrated a women's lacrosse championship at Jacksonville last week. But we look forward to bringing more of those into this community as well. Finally, I just mentioned, I talk about the conference a lot. Well, a conference is simply a collection of outstanding institutions, and we couldn't do what we do without the commitment of those institutions. We have 12 schools that collectively provide about $70 million in scholarships to over 4,000 student athletes every year. And 90% of those student athletes are going to graduate. And if you don't know what that means, just Google the federal or the national graduation rate for college students, and you'll see how impactful that number is. 90% are going to graduate. And at the end of the day, that's what we're here to do. We're here to give student athletes an opportunity to come to school, to participate in collegiate athletics, and to graduate and go on and do great things. So we appreciate our schools, their commitment to what we do. I'm proud to be a part of this today. I'm really excited to get things going and to be a part of your community. Thank you for welcoming us, and I look forward to getting to know all of you.
Thank you, Jeff. Congratulations on the move. Welcome to Jacksonville. We couldn't be more excited than the Jacksonville Sports Foundation and the Atlantic Sun Conference teaming up. What an incredible economic engine those two are going to be together. So thank you and congratulations and welcome. Matter of fact, I've already convinced Commissioner Bacon to be on the Jacksonville Sports Foundation board, so thanks for that commitment. I appreciate that. A big key in collaborative community effort is having the legislative and administrative branches of our government working hand in hand together. It is amazing to have that cooperation with our mayor and our council president. We wouldn't be standing here today without that collaboration, and I'd like to invite Mayor Deegan to come up and say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael, and welcome, Jeff and the Atlantic Sun colleagues to the city of Jacksonville. We're so excited to have you. Ron, I think the first time we ever worked together was on the Sports and Entertainment Board. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's all I'll say. It just occurred to me that was the first. We both are so committed to sports in Jacksonville. I'm so sorry. Ron is upset with me now, so I'm just going to proceed. I will say that. For the future of sports in our city, the relocation of this conference headquarters is just a big boon for Jacksonville, and we're very excited about it. When I began the Donna Foundation more than 20 years ago, Michael was City Council President and Chair of the Tourist Development Council when we worked to launch that effort. And since then, we've been working together to grow sports in Jacksonville. I'm proud to say that the Donna Marathon weekend now draws participants from all 50 states and multiple countries, having an exceptional economic impact on the local economy. And in 2023, sporting events in Jacksonville had an estimated economic impact of more than $178 million. Yeah, that's a big number, right? And that's going to get much bigger. That number includes annual events like Florida-Georgia Weekend, the TaxSlayer Gator Bowl, Bob Hayes Invitational Track Meet, the NCAA Track and Field Preliminaries, and Supergirl Surf Pro. It also includes special events like the USA National Taekwondo Championships and the Florida Figure Skating State Championships, and of course, we cannot forget about our outstanding local teams like the Jaguars, the Jumbo Shrimp, the Icemen, just to name a few. With that much of an impact on our local economy, I am so proud the city of Jacksonville will be a partner with the Jacksonville Sports Foundation. This is going to go a long way toward growing sports in our city, and I think sports is such a unifying thing. In addition to the fact that it's a great economic development driver, it's just a wonderfully unifying thing for our city. By working together, we can leverage collective resources, expertise, and enthusiasm to further maximize the positive impact of sports tourism in Jacksonville. So I would really like to thank everyone involved in the launch of this foundation and initiative, including Michael, our city council members, and especially Council President Ron Salem, who I would now like to invite to the podium to reiterate my comments.
We haven't always gotten along this well. I'm glad we picked today, Mayor, on a very slow sports day to make this announcement. Let me recognize a couple of my colleagues that I believe I see Ken Amaro in the back. Ken, and I know I saw Councilmember Terrence Freeman. Where is he? Okay, I thought he was here. He went upstairs. Okay. Well, I just wanted to recognize them. As president of the Jacksonville City Council, I want to thank my colleagues for the support of this effort. Mayor Deegan and I first met at the former Jacksonville Sports Commission years ago, where we were both members. My interest in sports, coupled with my appointment to the Jacksonville Sports and Entertainment Board from 1999 to 2013 by former Mayor John Delaney, was the impetus for my unwavering support of the work being done by Visit Jacksonville. Michael mentioned funding sports tourism a bit earlier, and I want to thank my colleagues for supporting my efforts to appropriate $1.5 million to pursue and attract sporting events of regional and national significance to Jacksonville. From the beginning, my vision for that funding was to establish a not-for-profit entity to attract sporting events to Jacksonville, and I'm extremely pleased that we are poised perfectly to accomplish that goal through the Jacksonville Sports Foundation. The creation of this foundation was a pivotal initiative aimed at promoting sports excellence and community engagement within our city. Congratulations on the launch of the Sports Foundation and the official move of the Atlantic Sun Conference to Jacksonville. Jeff, we're very excited to have you here. These are two historic sports moments for our city, making a significant milestone in our journey to become a sports hub. I look forward to the positive impact that these efforts will have on our community. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor Deegan, Council President Salem, for those remarks. As you can tell, we're all pretty darn excited about these sports announcements. We're looking forward to building a stronger community built around sports. You know, when you look at the Gate River Run, the Gator Bowl, NCAA championships, or other large-scale sporting events that take place in our community, one of the big components of the success is a large involvement of corporations, both big and small, from throughout the community, and a strong volunteer base. As the Jacksonville Sports Foundation gets underway, we are actively seeking funding partners to help us launch this work and volunteers to help us conduct its mission. When you leave today, please grab one of the Jacksonville Sports Foundation cards, which I should have hidden here in my jacket. I do. Grab one of these that has a QR code on it. It will link you to the Jacksonville Sports Foundation's website, which just went up running live a few minutes ago. Please check back often on that site, as it will be updated with additional events and additional opportunities for citizens in our communities to get involved in this effort. I'd like to thank all of you for coming today. We'd like to especially welcome the Atlantic Sun Conference to Jacksonville. It's an amazing for us to now be able to call Jacksonville a conference host city. There's many other cities that are great in this country, but no city greater than Jacksonville, and we're thrilled to have you join us in our community. I'm now open up to the media for some questions, if you would like. Yes. I can tell you this. The mayor.
You can show up on Tuesday. That's what I can tell you.
Right. Let's tackle the questions for this conference, then we'll go to that. So. You speaking to me, Jim, or to the mayor? Jim, I'll repeat what I said earlier, that the Jacksonville Sport Foundation looks forward to bringing sporting events to every area of our community, everything from JP's small park to Everbank Field, or Everbank Stadium, excuse me. So that's all, the only comment we'll make about that today. Yes?
Where specifically will the headquarters be for the ASUN conference? What are the next steps to get that done?
I'll let Jeff answer that.
I can yell really loud, but I don't think you'd appreciate that. We're planning to be located just south of Town Center, off the Beltway, and we plan to move in September 1st.
Yeah, I've been talking to Jeff for a long time about this move, and one of my first questions to him was, "You're going to be in Jacksonville, right?" And he said yes, so I appreciate that continued commitment on that. I think when we're successful with this endeavor, we'll have sports in every area of this community. And I think that's the key, and I think that's the difference between this effort and previous efforts. In previous efforts, we focused on one particular area of this community. In this effort, as long as I'm involved in it, we'll be focusing on every square inch of this community, from the beach to the far west side, from north, as far north as you can go to as far south as our city goes. So looking forward to touching every area of the community, not any one area of the community. In the foundation? Oh, you want?
15. 15.
15. I thought you said 50. I go, that number went up. 15 employees would be moving down. And the foundation has no employees as of today.
We're going to keep it that way.
I'm sorry, say it again, David. I'm sorry. Commissioner Bacon is shaking his head no. So that's to me, David, I'll expand on that. That was part of the reason that we are so proud to be here today with them, because they came here because they love Jacksonville and knew what Jacksonville can offer to them as a college conference. Yes.
Yeah, I think I touched on it a little bit, but I'll certainly expand. First of all, for us and what we do from a day-to-day operational standpoint, the opportunity to be situated close to two of our members, what it really does on a ground level is it allows us to access our full membership, because we've got 23 different sports going on at any given time, and they're all making their way. Those coaches, those student athletes, those administrators are at some point in their collective seasons making their way through JU and UNF's campus. So for us and our staff to be able to be located near those schools is of great benefit for us in terms of accessing our membership and engaging with not only our coaches, but certainly our student athletes. So that was a big attraction for us. I mentioned the community, and I meant it. This is a great place to live. It's on the rise. We talk about growth and destination in the Atlantic Sun all the time. That's what we talk about. Our schools are growing, our enrollments are growing. We're located in destination markets. Jacksonville fits all of that. So it's attractive from a brand perspective. It's attractive from a experiential perspective. It's a great place to host folks. As I mentioned, our spring meeting's taking place here in a few weeks at One Ocean. So I could probably go on for another 5 minutes, but I'll stop. A lot of good reasons to come here. Yes, sir. Well, the economic benefit that we hope to provide is to throw some fuel on the fire when it comes time to trying to bring NCAA and ASUN championships to the city of Jacksonville. So that would be our hope.
I got it. Thanks. Thank you, everyone, for coming today. We'll take a couple pictures afterwards and look forward to many more announcements. Thank you.